All right, North Texas. The time of recording is 9:50 a.m. across the Dallas and Fort Worth area. I'm Joshua Wisel here in the Weather 225 Storm Studios. We're taking a look at our Union Tower Skycam to start this daily video forecast. And as you can see, if you look carefully, that camera is kind of wobbling back and forth this morning as we're seeing winds out of the northwest already at around 10 miles an hour. And we're projecting winds between 11 and 22 miles an hour today. So that camera will probably be wobbling back and forth throughout most of the day. However, it is a big difference from what we saw yesterday. As you can see, you can actually see the skyline today because there's not that heavy rain activity like we saw yesterday in our daily video forecast. So this is a big difference. We see a partly cloudy sky view across the Dallas area this morning, leading to a pleasant day across the area. So let's take a look at the Texas radar view across the state. That area that we saw of heavy rain, that system has pushed off to the east, and that low pressure area is currently right over the Louisiana-Arkansas border, and that activity is moving to the east with it as well out of our area. Maybe a few heavy showers near the Houston area and areas just north and east of Houston. However, as you can see with this wide angle view of the state, no activity in the Dallas area from this perspective. So let's zoom in on our live next-rad Doppler radar across the Dallas and Fort Worth area. Once again, this is brought to you by My Pro Construction and Roofing. You can call them at 972-576-6352. Again, a big shout out to them for this new system. Taking a look at the next-rad Doppler side across the area as it loads. There's no rain activity across Dallas and Fort Worth today. So again, already a pleasant view across the area, even based on radar. So let's take a look at those DFW temperatures. We're already sitting in the 70s across the area. As you can see near Dallas, we're already at 70. We saw 72 in Sulphur Springs. This is having some trouble loading, I guess. We saw temperatures of around 73 across areas west of Dallas and Fort Worth this morning. And let's take a look at the statewide temperatures. There we go. As you can see, Houston near 70, Dallas near 70, El Paso's near 75, 66 along the eastern portions of Texas and western portions as well. You can see 66 western Texas, even in the southern panhandle, and 66 along the Texas-Louisiana border already this morning. All right, so this is our first named tropical storm of the season of 2020. As you can see, this is Tropical Storm Arthur, previously Tropical Depression 1. It is the first named storm of the 2020 season, and as I scoot this up to the north just a little bit, there we go. You can see that its path is taking it towards the North Carolina coast, where we have some tropical storm watches in effect, as that path looks to be taking it rather north, and it could skim parts of the North Carolina coast, bringing some tropical storm force winds and heavy rainfall by Monday before pushing out to the east into open waters in the Atlantic. But before it goes into open waters, it appears likely that it will skim portions of the North Carolina coast, bringing some tropical storm conditions with gusty winds and heavy rainfall by Monday. As you can see, those blue boxes are tropical storm watches. And that is again for our first named storm of the 2020 season. This is Tropical Storm Arthur, as it continues to push to the north and then moves out to the east into open waters. But until then, we're tracking it every day, so we're keeping a close eye on it. And if anything changes, we'll let you know of the watches or warnings that are issued in the future. And we'll continue to keep an eye on our first storm of the 2020 season in the Atlantic. That is Tropical Storm Arthur. All right, so we'll get to the rest of the forecast coming up right after this.
Like our media, website, or our live video forecasts? Consider supporting us today with our Patreon. Visit our Patreon at patreon.com/weather225.
All right, and welcome back. This is today's forecast for the Dallas and Fort Worth area. As you can see, by noon, we'll see partly cloudy to mostly cloudy conditions with highs of around 79 by noon. We'll see our overall high by about 3 p.m. of 87 with partly cloudy skies, and we'll start to see our temperatures lower back into the mid to lower 80s by this evening with partly cloudy skies once again. And here's our projected highs for today across the area. The overall highs across the area will be between the mid to upper 70s across the area. As you can see, Dallas and Fort Worth is projected to be about 75, 77 in Gainesville and Canton, 76 in Granbury and Jacksboro, 75 Hillsborough and Corsicana, and 76 in Bonham. All right, folks, so we're going to end this video forecast with the 7-day forecast across the area as I step out of the way. You can see gusty winds today, and it looks like we're entering a dry spell throughout the rest of the week, or at least this view of the next 7 days. By Friday and Saturday, we'll start to see those temperatures warming up into the lower 90s, even Thursday, as we have a 10% chance for some showers and storms by Thursday afternoon. However, we're still keeping an eye on that forecast as it is uncertain if those rain chances will continue to be forecasted on that day, because it looks like we're entering a pretty unusual dry spell for this portion of May. However, we'll be consistent with our temperatures in the 80s as we head through Wednesday before we see temperatures in the 90s, and lows will be bouncing back and forth between the 60s and 70s. Again, as you can see, mostly sunny skies throughout the next 7 days. As we said, this is a unusually quiet time in May. So just enjoy this upcoming week. Be glad that we don't have any severe weather chances, and enjoy the fact that we'll see some mild temperatures over the next couple of days before we see hotter temperatures by the end of the week with mostly sunny skies. And you can view this at any time on our website. I update it daily. That's weather225.com, where you can see daily forecasts, daily updated 7-day forecast, allergy index, fire weather risk, and our severe weather outlooks for day one. And you can actually track wind activity with one of our interactive maps and radars, and you can track temperatures as well with the other interactive map as well as interactive radar. So we have these features. Hopefully they can be helpful to our viewers. Again, that's weather225.com. So other than that, well, it looks like we're entering another dry spell. So until we get to the next video forecast, we hope that you enjoy your weekend. I'm Joshua Wisel here in the Weather 225 Storm Studios. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you so much for making us your trusted weather source since 2015.